Yo, it's Hugo back with another video for y'all with a weekly recap. So this week we're gonna go over the trades that we took this week in the Discord, and this was definitely a great week. We were two for two for the week. So I'm going to show you guys exactly trade for trade what we were looking at in the Discord. We did look at EU for the beginning part of the week, and we did see that we had this push possibly down. I was trying to wait for certain signals to cross in order for me to fully get in. But once I told them once we get that 5 minute cross, we definitely were going to execute. I let them know when to execute the trade. On a higher time frame, this is what we were able to see. As you can see on this 4 hour time frame, you got that push up, that break of structure down. The market structure did not break above this area and broke down again. And then, as you can see, we kind of like pushed up respect to the structure as well, but not another close above here, which let me know that we were definitely going to sell a bit down into these areas, possibly collecting this liquidity down here. So that's where we were at for the beginning of the week. We did get a beautiful push down um, a bit, probably like 30 or so pips. We did take partials on that trade. And then we woke up the next morning and we just caught the continuation on that on Tuesday. But yeah, this is how the trade looks. Still Monday, we ended up closing at least for 30 something pips. And we just took some partials and whatnot. And this was a trading update that we did um, so far with our consistency and everything and where we were at with the 100K account that we're currently trading. I even started to even trade on my live account a bit too because this challenge is taking a little bit longer than I expected due to the consistency rules. This week we were able to hit our 5 trading days, but you have to make 0.5% to count as a trading day. One of the trading days during the week they didn't count, which definitely upset me a bit, and that was this day. We ended up closing, for these trades for EU, taking some partials, and they did not count it. But it was totally okay. We still end up, getting it in the later part of the weeks, and this was kind of in the week, and this was like kind of our plan throughout the week to kind of make sure that we secured the bag and whatnot. So I'm always making sure that I'm adding certain things in the chat that helps everybody have a clear understanding, not only on how to do it themselves, but giving them a visual of what I'm going to be doing to execute the plan and execute the trades. And you could like take a, pause the screen and kind of like pause and see like and read this. But this was still Monday. We end up, getting the 1 hour signal, which confirmed that we were still going to be going in that momentum. Tuesday, we end up seeing that price was still. We end up taking partials here. We end up seeing price did come up a bit, but we still were in that cross on the hour. So we were just attempting to get that continuation. So price is still respecting our original entry. I definitely see a push down further going into NY session, and this was at 2 a.m. that I was seeing this. So in the morning, we we did get EU on a live call on a sick, beautiful trade for 80 pips. So we did see that price was definitely still like coming down. We were still in it from our original position, but this was kind of like the pullback that I saw to come hit TP before it got there. And this was definitely a beautiful move because exactly what we drew up ended up taking place. We got that pullback and then price just kind of went down. So it didn't even do all the market movement that I had anticipated, but it literally just pulled back that one time and we were able to get that push down. So uh, we did execute on GU, and GU was definitely pretty funny acting. We had some news that it came in for GU and NU that kind of like flipped it completely. NU never activated us, so we had to sell stop here. Something was telling me that just wait and don't be impulsive when it came to NU. Even when it came to it like breaking certain structures that I would usually see as confirmation without the signals and everything. So yeah, it just wasn't looking that good. GU definitely started to flood down, so we definitely executed that position. But NU, it definitely played a lot. I was looking for this close here. I was looking for certain closures and stuff like that. We never really ended up getting the ones that we wanted. We did get a signal here, but no activation because price kind of like just pulled up after this. And I'm just glad it didn't activate us because it would have we would have been, 2 for 3 for the week instead. Um, GU played in this area a lot, but we did have impact news around that 2 a.m. area. So I was definitely making them aware of that later on in the chat. And you ended up going past our SL, which I thought it was going to at least, go a little, make a little movement and possibly push down, but we didn't get no activation. So I was totally cool with that. We did end up cutting GU. GU sustained through news, but did not create liquidity, and hopefully it doesn't feel the need to collect before it makes the move. So we did end up, putting that in the chat because I did end up putting this here that, GU ended up creating liquidity while we were waiting and we had news coming up. So it did create that liquidity. I was hoping that it didn't make that push up, which would have took us out, which I did let them know of that, which, as an individual that has seen the market play out so many times, sometimes you can kind of anticipate what is going to happen. And it did end up collecting the liquidity here, blasting up. And, we ended just, once I seen this push up, I just ended up cutting the trade. So I did, have them cut the trade. And then eventually it just ended up just blasting up into our SL, which was crazy. Uh, But, it was anticipated due to just news and like just news happening so like in London session and whatnot. So volatility and people following news in the wee hours of the night is definitely, something that can make, momentum just kind of push up. We did see that we had a possible great entry on Euro AUD. So I was looking for that. I did advise them that this was a pretty high risk setup because we had liquidity at the top and the bottom, and it was creating and we got liquidity at the top and the bottom. So technically, it was in cell structure, but I did lower my lots because we had liquidity on both sides, and price could kind of go like either way. Even though that we got a closure below here, we were technically on a higher time frame in cell structure, but I was hoping that we could definitely at least push up to this last up candle here, or even to the top of liquidity here from this bottom that it created. So as you can look at it here, we got liquidity here. We were in cell structure, and we got that break above here. So somewhat predicting a market shift in direction on the higher time frame. So we did end up getting stopped out for this one, which was our second L for the week. And yeah, this definitely wasn't nice. So we caught a great move on EU. Took a L on GU and took a L on this one, high risk trade, and it ended up collecting liquidity there. But once it collected liquidity there, it definitely let me know that we had an opportunity to buy again. So during around 7:40 p.m., we definitely saw another position to buy, and we got a confirmation close and cross on the 15-minute, which was a great push. And we ended up being a great push up, and this one fed us all the way up until Friday. So I kept like adding positions to this trade as it continued to go up because it kept giving those confirmations and we kept getting the crosses. So I kept updating the chat of the crosses that we kept receiving. So we got the cross on the 30-minute and eventually getting the cross on the hour time frame as well. The 30-minute cross ended up getting us this beautiful push up. This trade is still something that I'm in on my live account for to hit TP. So right now I think it's like right here or so, but right when it got close to here, I did end up taking out on the prop firm just to secure our uh our 5 day our 5 minimum trading days. So I just want to secure that on that account just so I wouldn't have to worry about that. And now the only thing that we have to accomplish before payout would be the consistency rule, which we're currently at 31%, which we got to get the account down to 20% in order for us to unfortunately withdraw. So we did get across on the 1 hour, which let me know that I was secure and holding this trade. I did break even on this once it got to certain levels in the market. In the morning, we got a beautiful, beautiful push up into this area, which this is the 50% on the higher time frame, and I'm still in this trade, hoping that we can get a smash of TP. This was the 100K challenge update for the end of the week. We are officially sitting at 1,000, 100,000, $3,816, locking in another solid week of trading. Big win today. We hit our trading day. We're set on that front. Consistency percentage is at 31%. We still need to bring it down to 20, like I currently said, and we're currently trading at a 65% win rate, meaning we are right there and much closer to securing the bag. That wraps up our trading week, but the work does not stop. Take this time to study, review, grow, analyze the trades, and see how we've moved, and even look at the small losses that shaped our challenge so far. If you have any questions, drop them in the discussion. If you have any questions, my YouTube watcher, definitely drop them below in the comments or join our Discord and ask in the discussion. Definitely feel free to ask me anything you guys would like. We've had a lot of new members as of late join our Discord, which I'm so excited and happy about. So I really appreciate that. A lot of people has been acknowledging and seeing what we've been doing and the consistency we've been having. And that was really our week in a nutshell. I really appreciate you for watching this. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Again, I'm Hugo and I'm out.